Hello everyone, it's Jonathan here, founder of Driving Academy, and in today's video we're going to be talking about exactly what you need to know about the old CDL road test versus the new CDL road test and what is the actual difference there. So before you start going crazy, we're going to be talking about the old CDL road test. This test was a test that every state was kind of controlling their own kind of destiny, and this was a test done in 2015. So if you're talking to anybody who's had their license for about 10 years or so and they're telling you, yeah, I took the test and it was super simple, this is definitely a video you should be watching because it's a completely different test than what your old-timer friend or family member are talking about. So the first thing that you have to understand is that the old CDL road test was only about 30 minutes long for the entire test. This current test that's going on now is about 2.5 hours long. That's right, 2.5 hours long. The similarities are there were 3 parts in the old test and 3 parts in the new test. Those parts are exactly the same. You're going to have pre-trip inspection, which is there you're going to have to know how to inspect both the inside and outside of the vehicle. Second part is about parking in the truck or skills, and then the third part is actually driving the truck on the road itself. So when it comes to the old test, the pre-trip and air brake inspection in total took about 10 minutes to complete. That's right, you went through the inside inspection, which took maybe 5-10 minutes or so. And then you went through a portion of the pre-trip inspection where you're pretty much just kicking tires and making sure that your lights are working. That was pretty much the extent of it. You didn't have to check any brakes, you didn't have to check anything underneath the hood, you didn't have to do any of the stuff that we currently have to do now. And the crazy part is, so many people failed the pre-trip inspection when it was that easy. Now, it's a completely different story. And the pre-trip inspection alone takes about 1 hour to complete. And this is where we go much more in detail. Here you're going to have to go into your brakes, into your suspension, into your tires. You're going to have to open up the hood, point out different things inside the engine. You're going to have to use a word-for-word script out of the CDL manual. So if you want to pass your pre-trip inspection, you must go to an accredited school, and there's no better place than here at Driving Academy. We have the best driving school around, and this is where we can actually guarantee that you walk away with a CDL license. How those guaranteed training programs work is we're going to give you over 100 hours of training plus unlimited tries at the test, which means you have no caution of failing because as long as you don't give up on yourself, we won't give up on you. So that being said, the second part of the test when it came to the old CDL road test was a few different things. You're going to have to do a straight line backing, you were going to have to do an alley dock, and you were going to have to do a right turn. So those were the only 3 things that they were testing on. Could you back up straight? Could you alley dock into a position? And could you do a right turn? How they did the right turn back in the day was they actually had a cone set down with a bunch of lines after the cone, and then you'd have to make a right turn. As you're making your right turn, depending on the goal was to get that back trailer tire to touch the first closest line to the cone. If you ran over the cone, automatic fail. If you went too far away from the cone, also automatic fail. So that was probably the trickiest part of the whole thing, but at the end of the day it wasn't that difficult compared to what we got now. Now's test, you're going to be tested up to 6 different parking maneuvers. So here you're going to have straight line backing, you're going to have what they call offset backing to the right and offset backing to the left, alley docking, and you're also going to have parallel parking to the driver's side and or to the passenger side. During the test, they're going to test you on 3 out of those 6 different maneuvers that I just talked to you about. We have no idea which 3, so it's our job to show you how we can guarantee that you pass that test with our guaranteed training course, right? So the next and last part of the test is pretty much the same. There is actually the road driving course itself. So the road driving course is about a 30-minute long course. This is where they take you through different road scenarios and they make sure that you can be safe and operate this vehicle correctly. Here you're going to make sure that you can make right turns, left turns. There's really no big difference between the old test and the new test when it came to the road test portion itself. So why am I telling you this? One, if you are getting trained by somebody who's had their CDL license for years, there's a few things you have to be aware of. One, they took a different test than what you're about to take. 2, remember when you were 17 years old and you started learning how to drive and you went for your test and everything had to be perfect, 2 hands on the wheel, no bad habits. Now think about yourself, how many bad habits do you have? These truck drivers are the same way. It's just bigger cars to them and they have gotten bad habits throughout the years that they've been driving, which means if you take those bad habits to the test, they'd probably fail. So even though their intentions are good and they are super skilled and I'm sure super experienced, not taking anything away from them, they probably would not pass the CDL road test today, simply because of all the new rule changes and how strict the test actually is. So if you're looking to get a CDL license and you're getting trained by one of those people, good luck. It's usually going to take you a few tries to pass the CDL road test. However, if you want to be guaranteed to walk away with your CDL license, you should go to a training school, and there's no better school than here at Driving Academy. Currently, we're located in Linden, New Jersey. We have plans to expand nationwide. All you have to do is give us a call, 908-525-3609, or check out a virtual school tour at cdldrivingacademy.com/tour. Again, that's cdldrivingacademy.com/tour. Thanks, have a fantastic day. Hey, thank you so much for watching this video. If you like it, make sure you hit that like button. Also, subscribe to our channel. It's really going to help us out. Click on that button. And if you want to continue yourself on your road to freedom, here's more videos to watch. There's endless amounts. Hopefully we get to see each other one day very soon. Thanks.